Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Just here with a really quick catch up. I'm back in my craft room, as you can see. No, that doesn't mean I've cleaned it up, because I haven't. I've cleaned up some stuff so that I could actually get into the room, but I actually was cleaning, pardon me, cleaning other areas of the house, like took down the Christmas tree and all that yesterday, put all that away where it actually goes. Last Christmas it didn't get put where it goes, it just got shoved into the spare room. Well, it's now back out in the storeroom and stuff. So the craft room will be waiting. It will be being cleaned probably next week when I've got nothing else on, as far as I'm aware. That could change, as we all know. Plans change, things happen. Sorry, just moving my sewing machine. I lifted it off the top of my desk so that I could come in here and film this. Not a lot happening. Today's actually my eldest son's 17th birthday. He's happy. He got another PlayStation 4, I don't know, PS4 game, the new cricket one. He went out with his dad for a while this afternoon, so I had to drive him down to my mum's for his dad to pick him up. We sat in Roadworks, like a car park, for about an hour. So that was pretty yuck. I really don't like driving. And B, it was hot and there was so many cars. Really, I don't understand why they can't do it at night when there's less cars on the road, rather than midday, when, especially during school holidays, when there's so many people going out and about and doing different things. Anyway, then, so he went out with his dad and I picked him up a couple of hours ago. Then tomorrow, taking him back down to mum and dad's, because he's going to the cricket, the T20 or Big Bash or whatever it's called, with mum and dad's neighbour. And then I'm hoping on Saturday my dad brings him home about lunchtime. I don't really want to have to go and get him, because we're having people over Saturday night to celebrate his birthday. And then I'll go take him back down on Sunday, because he's going to the Australia versus England one day. I think it's a one day. I don't know if it's a one day or a day nighter at the MCG with my mum. So I'm just a taxi at the moment. I'm still on tea. I think it's the heat. Tea is more refreshing later in the day. I'm still having my coffee in the morning, of course. I just thought I'd come on, have a bit of a chat before I start doing some crafting. I know it's late. I think it's about 10:30 here on Thursday night, but it's still 28 degrees or something, so it's still quite warm. Not really sleeping weather. So I thought I'll come on, have a chat, and then go do some crafts. I'm still trying to get all these challenge entries finished. It's not that I haven't got time. It's not that I'm rushing. It's just I'm procrastinating. Every single one of them is almost finished. I've just got to finish them all. But I've looked at it. Look, I was here probably for 4 or 5 hours this afternoon where I could have done something. But it was really hot and I was tired, and I just lay on the couch instead of the TV. So I was real productive today. Although, I was going to do a video last night, and then my mum actually came up yesterday. My dad dropped her off for a few hours. And just as we were about to walk out the door, the internet stopped. Totally. Rebooting the modem, nothing worked. An hour on hold to Telstra. Now, Telstra is our phone company. I think there's only two. I think we've got Telstra and Optus, and there's a couple of others, but every one of them runs on Telstra lines. But we're with Telstra. I'm with Telstra. After an hour, I got told no more on the phone than what I discovered by doing their online fix thing. There's apparently scheduled maintenance in our area that started on the 9th, so Tuesday, and it said we could experience interruptions to our home phone lines through until the 22nd of January. So I'm on the phone and he tells me this again, that it started Tuesday, but he said he couldn't give me the final day, and that we would be without internet because that's classed as a phone line. So, and he couldn't tell me when it'd be back. I mentioned, okay, well, who do I contact to get compensation? If I haven't got the internet and I can't use it, I'm not paying for it. I then commented that I was in the middle of doing some work when the internet suddenly stopped. Now, I didn't get angry, didn't get snappy, very calm, polite. And as soon as he heard the word work, he said, oh, I'll get them onto it straight away. After thinking my internet was going to be off for 11, 12 days, my internet was back on within 12 hours. And it is actually running faster and better than it was before last night. So I'm quite happy. But my only words to them were, and I said it to him very politely, I said, if this is routine scheduled maintenance, why didn't we receive a letter, an email, something to notify us that this is happening in the area and to expect disconnection, delays, whatever, and what to do in the instance of disruption? Do we need to contact them? Whatever, in regards to compensation. I'm not going to bother going for compensation for 12 hours. But it was like, because I mentioned compensation, I mentioned work, I mentioned, I totally understand, but notification of the disconnection would be nice, or the possible interruption would be nice. Because I don't really know my laws or anything like that, but you would think that that would be something that they have to do to notify customers that this could happen. We have had letters in the past that have notified us, but this time nothing. So that was my last night. And you do not realise how dependent you are on internet. Like, you go back 10, or in our house, I'd say 10 years ago, we had dial-up internet until probably 2012. Yes. So internet only existed on the main desktop computer. I eventually bought myself a USB modem, which was as choppy. Couldn't watch YouTube or anything like that. It's too choppy. So we weren't reliant on the internet for TV, games, whatever. We had other things we did. Since we got ADSL broadband and everything's become Wi-Fi, we've become so dependent on the internet. I use the internet when I go to bed to watch TV. There's no TV aerial in my bedroom, so I've got the Wii U, and I watch YouTube on my TV in bed. Last night I had to watch a DVD. Didn't mind. I actually watch Big Bang Theory. But when you get to the end of the video, or DVD, if you're asleep, it just keeps repeating the title screen song, and it doesn't go off. Where the Wii U turns off, and then half an hour later the TV turns off. So that's my gripe. I know I gripe a lot, but there's no one else to gripe to. Kids just go, yeah, mum. So, yeah, I am still working on getting my prize pack together for my challenge. I got a bit behind. I was going to do it all on Tuesday. I've actually got to go through because I have got stuff that I've bought previously and put away. So after the weekend, after Jarrett's party and all that stuff, I will put the prize pack together and do a video showing it. I will say I'm going to aim to keep it under 500 grams so the postage is reasonable. So yeah, if you haven't seen my challenge video, head back and look for it. I am having a challenge. It's an inspirational tag challenge. It's for my birthday. It doesn't finish until the 23rd of February. Yeah, check it out and feel free to email me, message me, whatever. I know this is going to shock you all, but I'm going to say those words because I can feel the sweat starting to drip. This room is so hot. As I said, I'm going to contact the owner Monday about getting the aircon fixed. Hopefully by the end of next week, because the end of next week we've got, I think Mum was saying at the moment, the weathermen are saying something like 38, 42, 39. Yeah, hot for about 3 or 4 days in a row. And I'm thinking, if this is how hot this room is, or this half of the house is after a day, what is it going to be like after 4 or 5 days? My fan isn't cutting it. So, yeah. But I am going to say those words. And I will come back either tomorrow or... Yep, it'll have to be either tomorrow or Sunday. Saturday's totally out this week. And do another bit of a catch-up and maybe a project share. As I said, I've got all these challenge entries all started, all nearly finished, just not finished. So, I don't know. My motivation isn't here at the moment. Don't know why. I think I'm just really run down because this week has been quite full on with going here, there and everywhere. I can't even remember. I think I went here, there and everywhere yesterday too. Yeah, I did. The last 3 days have been full on. So I'm going to say those words and I'm going to go finish my cup of tea and sort out what I got planned. Because I've had to rethink my entry for Crafty JJ Newton Jackie. The tin that I've done and I've shown you in some of my other videos, it doesn't fit in any small packaging, like postage packaging. And I did buy a box from the post office to send it in. But the box alone was like 350 grams. By the time I add stuff to it, it's going to be over the 500 grams. And it's going to be $40, $50 to send. And, I mean, I'd love to have the money to be able to do that. But I can't. So I'm having to rethink the tin, whether I'm going to... Because there's a lot of different things you can do. So I might just not do that bit. Not sure. I'm a bit disappointed, but as I said, I spoke to the guy at the post office and I said, well, what if I just bubble wrap the tin and make sure that everything I want to send fits in it? And he said, yes, but then you run the risk that they put something heavy on it and it gets damaged. So I might have to pull another thought on that. So yeah, as I said, disappointed because I was really pleased with how that tin turned out. But realistically, $50 nearly for postage is just not happening. Not at this time of the year where we're all recovering from Christmas, New Year, Jarrett's birthday. Then 2 weeks' time we're going away for a couple of days. Then 2 weeks after that's my birthday. Maybe by end of February, I'll be starting to get back on my feet. It's just... Every year it's full on like this, and I should know it, and I should prepare for it, but I don't. Anyway, I'm going to say those words because I've kept going another 5 minutes nearly after saying I'm going to say these words and go. But I am going to say them now. I hope you're healthy, happy, and having fun, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.